right. So this one, what did you put in it, Danielle?
So this is turmeric latte. Oh my goodness. I could be drinking this latte and you could be slapping me. And that's it. And I will not be disturbed.
Well, let me try that.
I would say, hold up, let me finish my latte. I get back to you. I get back to you. So
I
this
think,
is a turmeric latte.
you know, our listeners going to eventually learn recipes from you.
Yes.
So, but what did you put in this one? This one is more creamier.
So I use Chobani oat milk. Oat milk. And then Chobani is known for the Greek yogurt. They make this creamy
I know that
pig
brand.
yogurt, but they also make the oat milk. Oh my goodness, friends, if you like oat milk, look for it
That's
at
my
your
favorite.
grocery store. So I use that.
Danielle is always buying those for me.
Yes, you love it, honey. So I use that with a little bit of Himalayan pink sea salt, like a little bit of sea salt. Then I put a little bit of vanilla extract and a little bit of cinnamon.
That's good.
And that's what we're
And
drinking. And the turmeric powder, of course.
The turmeric powder. So we are
friends.
Hello everyone. We are still on the subject of the control drama. Today is going to be awesome. It's going to be about understanding. I mean, I'm going to talk about my own deliverance when you took me through my parents' control drama so I can find my mission, the mission of my inner child. That was phenomenal.
That was quite an experience. And I talk about how we were in the car, we pulled over, and we were talking about the insight. And as I was reading it and taking you to the steps, I could literally watch you, honey. You literally...
I was
there
transformed.
was an energy left, or an energy, I would say, got transcended. You transcended an energy, and then you evolved it, and you brought it into the light. And it was amazing to watch. So, baby, why don't you talk about your experience?
Well, what I will say is when we feel weak, fearful, and insecure in life, is because we have never learned to receive our energy directly from our higher self or from the Christ within or from God. And what we call in energy is peace, joy, fulfillment, accomplishment, excitement, enthusiasm, all those great energies that get us connected to life and achieve our dreams and achieve our goals. When we never get it directly from source, from God, then we get to have a control drama to steal that energy from others.
Right.
So that has been the pattern of the whole world. Everybody's hunting for energy. So we have been trained to be psychologically energy stealers without us knowing. And we also spoke last time about when you are in argument with somebody, or you are not in a good term with someone, you realize that you want to punish them, or you want to do something that will hurt them. And when they are angry or they start going down, you start feeling more energy, which is a fake sense of joy, excitement, which is actually...
That's the ego.
That's the ego feeling a false sense of joy, which is actually evil, the birth of evil through the ego.
But the ego feels fulfilled.
But it's a false sense of fulfillment.
Yeah, but that's a false sense of fulfillment because it's stealing, is being fulfilled at the cost of somebody else losing their energy. It controls them by causing them to, by bringing their awareness, their attention, right, into what the ego is looking for and
looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, when you think about it, Danielle, you can become addicted to that false sense of fulfillment, which will keep you wanting to take people's energy because it gives you that false sense of fulfillment. So that's basically what is going on. For myself, I mean, this is just amazing. So Danielle took me through the process of knowing your parent control drama so that you can heal any control drama within yourself. My experience was completely amazing. There is a habit that I used to have. Danielle would tell me about it. My kids would tell me about it, but I could not see it. And part of that habit is, for example, when I come home, I started to see, I will see that, if there is a mess, I will spend my time making comment and criticizing almost every little thing that is going on in the environment. telling the kid, okay, can you pick this up? Can you pick that up? And I could do that, right? And while I'm doing that, the kids are losing energy. And you are losing energy because that was my control drama. So in my mind, I'm saying to myself, I'm doing the right thing. But I'm not seeing that people around me are losing their energy. So when you took me through the process of knowing my parent control drama in the car when we pulled over, I transcended.
Right.
And I asked my higher self, show me my dad's control drama. And that's where the miracles start happening in the car. I was transported right away in the past where I zoned out and I saw my dad literally in our backyard in Africa when I was about 12 years old. I could see the details of the table. I could see the shirt he was wearing. I could see how every single day when he comes from work, the moment he comes to the backyard, we all start losing energy. Everybody is thinking, what is he going to criticize? And in those moments, I'm telling you, I heard everything in the car. I heard how he's making comment about the different things that were not in the right place. So in the car, when I started to see those details, I saw the things that I was doing wrong. You were trying to show them to me. All these years, I couldn't see it. Then I saw when you're driving, how I'm driving through you, like making comment that, okay, be careful, there's a car coming, take a left here, to the point where you start losing energy because it's almost like you cannot breathe. So when I saw that, a veil was lifted and I saw my dad's control drama flowing through me. And today you took me through the second healing of my dad's control drama and my mom's control drama to discover the mission of my inner child. I don't want to talk about that, and that will be next time. The mission of my inner child before my higher self takes over his calling. My inner child came in that family because he had to resolve my parent control drama.
That's powerful.
I'm going to save that experience for next time. So I just want to be grateful to you for taking me through that healing process and letting the higher self show me the control drama that I was applying subconsciously without knowing.
Exactly. So if you are new to this podcast and you have no idea what we're talking about, at least not in depth. So we are discussing the insight number 4 from a book called The Celestine Prophecy. So that book came out in the 1990s, and Alain and I, we always talk about how relatable we find the insight and how applicable they are in what we believe is happening in society right now. This book was written a couple decades ago, right? Almost 2 decades ago, but yet it's so profound, and we need those insights in this present moment to cause a shift, to cause a transformation within the soul and transform the spirit of man. So we love this book. In our Sunday's spiritual transformative gathering, we've been discussing all the insights. Every month we pick a different insight. So there are 12 insights from the book, and we bring those insights in the light of the scriptures. We go in depth. And what I like about this insight, the reason, honey, I was able to actually take you through it, and I kept saying to my husband, honey, we gotta go. We have to do this. This is gonna be so beneficial to our marriage. And of course, this applies to all types of relationships. So I took some time personally, and I literally felt led to sat down with that insight, like I haven't sat down with like that with the other ones. But I believe that there was a inner quest I've been asking for more understanding of what's going on with the inner child. So I literally felt the Holy Spirit sat me down. And I remember that whole week as I was going through the insight, my husband can testify, I could barely eat. I just wanted to I went into a spiritual fast without even intending to do that.
That was very amazing to watch, because what we keep on asking God, you and I, is to reach a higher level of enlightenment during this incarnation. I'm glad we step out of the religious walls, of course, which is the biggest freedom we have ever received. And we found Christ, the true meaning of Christ, but the constant thirst for God to become the full expression of Christ. Is just amazing to watch how each moment You especially, you always ask God for the next level.
Always. So I believe in doing that, I was compelled to sit down with this insight. I kept reading it over and over again. And then the insight talk about the 4 control dramas that everybody,
I thought there were 3. It's 4?
4.
Oh, okay.
4 major ones that everybody fall under one of those. It talks about how, first of all, there's a control drama called the interrogator and the intimidator, and he talks about those being the most aggressive one.
You want to share them again with the people who are probably listening for the first time?
There's also the poor me control drama. So we have the intimidator, the interrogator, the poor me control drama, and the last one is being aloof. Aloofness. And I had to look up that word. It means to be superficial. So here's what he's saying. The intimidator and the interrogator, they are the most aggressive type. And you can see that example. For example, a boss that is very bossy, or a friend in your life that is, the way they control you or they steal your energy. They're always imposing rules, and parents can be like that when they're reinforcing some rules, and then with some great consequences. There's some great pressure. An interrogator is like, this person is in your face asking you questions, but they're not really serious about knowing really what the answers to those questions are. What they are doing is they want to find something to criticize about. So they're asking you questions. Well, why did you do this? And why did you go there? What's the purpose of doing this? You could feel that they're stealing your energy because guess what? You're uncomfortable.
And your joy is going down.
Your joy is going down.
I have a question, Danielle. The people who do silent treatment, for example, in their relationship, when there's a problem, they do silent treatment and to drain the energy of the partner. Which category are they in?
They're aloofness. So what happened is these people, they get to be aloof because they must have had parents or grown-ups in their lives who were interrogators. So interrogators produce aloofness.
Give me some example, please.
For example, when somebody's in your face and they're just interrogating you, right? And then as you're answering to their questions, they're finding fault. Let's say, for example, somebody asks you, why did you cut your hair the way you cut your hair? Why did you do this style? And you begin to answer, you know what? I saw this in the magazine and I really thought this would look nice on me. But why? Look at the shape of your face, right? For example, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. Look at I don't think that goes well with you at all. And why are you wearing that dress? That doesn't look good on you. You understand? And then no matter what you give as an answer, the way they control your energy is to make you feel bad.
So they're interrogating you. How does that make you aloof? Because aloofness is when people get in a stage of consciousness where they don't speak to you or they don't give full answers. They shorten the answers.
It's superficial.
So how does that play in a child that will grow up to become aloof?
So when you're around somebody that's constantly interrogating you so they can criticize you, what do you do as a child? You want to protect your energy. So you are not giving details. You are very superficial. I don't know why I did that. Maybe. So your answers are very short. You don't give a lot of information. You don't go in depth because you're afraid that the more
things you say, they will find.
You give, the more faults and criticism will come your way.
So eventually, you're gonna become aloof.
You can become in turn, you can become an interrogator
as you grow up.
You begin to do the same thing that was done to you.
That is very powerful.
So interrogators produces aloofness, and intimidators produces poor me control drama.
So an interrogator produces
aloofness,
and an intimidator produces what?
A poor me
personality.
Control drama.
Wow, this is very important. I see how liberating this is to me. And the one we did today, when you were talking about that will be for next time. How you get to know the mission of your inner child,
your early spiritual mission.
Yes.
And that's why you can hear children, for example, they talk about when their parents are not getting along, their parents are fighting, they tend to say, this is my fault.
Yeah.
They tend to blame themselves. But there's a spiritual truth behind
which
that.
means subconsciously they knew that the karmic design brought them to the family to actually solve the control drama of their parent. So subconsciously somehow we knew that we have come to solve that issue between our guys. This is going to be for next time. It's time already.
So actually this is going to be this Sunday. So this Sunday we will actually take everybody to a small workshop.
Very good.
We're going to talk about again what the different types of control dramas are. We're going to help you identify this. The insights say when you can identify your parents' control drama, and what was the
philosophy?
What did they stand for? And then we'll take you to the step by step to the step by step practice until you can identify
your own control drama,
where you are standing between both philosophies, and that your early life mission for your inner child is to reconcile both of your parents' control drama.
Amazing.
So we are looking forward to expanding on that more on Sunday, and it's just going to be so much fun and liberating.
Enjoy.
We want you guys to experience what we've experienced with this insight. It's so beautiful.
Bye-bye now.